Hello there, it's been a little while since I've done a vlog. Yeah, a case of mental health, dysphoria and a whole lot of other stuff. And yeah, a lot of things, which so this is probably going to be a long talky video. So I did dress up a bit just so, yeah, did dress up a bit so you have something nice to look at while I waffle endlessly at you. Okay, first up, after all the trouble of hitting the 10,000 views, they changed the goalposts. I now need 1,000 subscribers and a hell of a lot of watch time. So yeah, if you like my stuff, please subscribe, like, comment, and it all helps me out. Hopefully it should get me a lot nearer to what YouTube are now considering a worthwhile channel. Yeah, I will admit that it did make me feel quite sort of unappreciated and not, you know, sort of all the work I put in was for nothing. But yeah, I'm going to carry on. It's just taken me a little while with mental health and a few other things. Did I mention you should subscribe to me? Okay, the other thing that's put me off videoing a bit is I have been a bit dysphoric the last month or so. It's not been good. You sort of end up watching myself back and just having severe body image issues. It can cause sort of, yeah, I just sort of look at it and just end up junking the whole footage I shot. So yeah, I'm hoping this comes out well and gets uploaded, because I've got a lot of stuff I want to vlog over the next month or so. So yeah, I need to get out of that rut and back to posting again. Okay, as you can probably tell by my outfit and the fact that I'm wearing all the eyeliner, yes, all of it, I'm back on a bit of a goth swing again, which, well, I never left goth, as it were. I was going to talk a bit about some of the bands I like, music I like, because music is probably the most important part of being a goth. It's what the sort of the whole dark scene is what brings together somewhat. I'm not that big on the 80s post-punk stuff. I can appreciate it, I can listen to it, but I'm not the biggest fan of it. And yeah, I'd agree with what some other people have said. If you don't get on with that, that's fine. Goth is a very broad church these days. In fact, I actually prefer the German term, the Schwarze Szene, which basically translates as black scene. Sort of encompasses goth, industrial, to a lesser extent metal, and they sort of lump medieval and folk in with it as well. Quite a good mix, actually. Yeah, that sums up a lot of, you know, sort of gothic music. You know, it doesn't have to be the Sisters, Cure, Cult, that sort of thing exclusively. So my own personal preference at the moment is I'm very much synth pop. I'm very much into sort of dark wave, future pop, sort of lighter EBM. Not really a fan of agritech. It's just too shouty, and plus there's a whole misogyny and a few other isms going on in that scene at the moment, so I'm not that big on that side of EBM, but I like sort of more mellow stuff. Bands like V&B Nation, Epoptigma, Berserk, Covenant, Assemblage 23, Project Pitchfork, that sort of thing, I love. That's probably my big goth speciality. Also quite a fan of some of the medieval stuff now. A lot of stuff I've been listening to lately has been quite choral, so yeah, the sort of medieval, you know, of late I've been getting a bit more into sort of folky stuff, Kuntal, Deccan Dance, Faun, and sort of that sort of thing I'm quite big on at the moment. Also on sort of music that goths like, of course I Am X, which I am really psyched to be seeing in a few days' time, so yay, happy goth. I also quite like a lot of some of the newer guitar-based goth. I'm not sure how the exact genre you put it as, or newer traditional style goth. That's an oxymoron, if ever there was one. Mono Inc, Starry Night, Principe Valiente, Sea Surfer. There is a sort of weird crossover in the German festivals between what would be in Britain would be classed as sort of indie rock and sort of end up as a hipster thing, tends to end up being more goth over there, so stuff like White Lies, Editors, I Like Trains, stuff like that. That also is sort of ends up with being part of the broad church of goth. Whilst it's not pure goth, it probably falls under music that goths like. So as you can kind of tell, I do really like my goth music. I try and participate in stuff where possible as well. There's regular gigs at the Fleece now in Bristol, which is still a fair drive away, but I don't mind driving up to Bristol every so often for some bands. Especially there's a lot of time they're coming over from Europe, so it kind of works out that the more crowds I get, the more flags bringing bands over. So just a couple of days ago I saw Covenant, supported by Empathy Test, and Drachenwerks, which is a local sort of Suicide Commando, I say Suicide Commando type band. I don't know what the exact term is, subgenre is for them. Drachenwerks are usually a good show. Unfortunately missed them this time because I had to work, but I've seen them quite a few times, so I know they would have been good. Empathy Test were, yeah, it was good to see them after having missed them in a couple of years ago when I got stuck in a massive traffic jam, ended up arriving at the gig 2 hours late. And Covenant, of course, I got to bounce around like a crazy goth and overheat because I worn all the lace and all the leather, as I tend to do. Yeah, so Bristol has got quite a thriving sort of goth stuff. We've also got Ministry coming in the summer, as well as V&V Nation and Lord of the Lost as well, coming in the next, sort of towards the end of the year and beginning of next. Also locally there is a monthly goth night running. I'd say still having a few teething issues with it's still building up somewhat, but it seems to be attracting good crowds and it's a fun night. It's certainly, the fact it survived its disastrous first run, which was in part down to promoters and stuff, and eventually the venue decided to take it on themselves and hired the DJ and got rid of the promoter, who was basically trying to shoehorn his own acts from outside the goth scene into the goth scene, and that didn't really work. But yeah, that runs monthly now, so yeah, if you support your local goth night, it may not be great, it may not be good, but hey, if more people could turn up, then chances are it will get better. Finally, I'm looking to upgrade my goth aesthetic somewhat. I know the flat's probably not going to change too much because I would like to move in the next couple of years, and if I sort of would have to redecorate everything back again. Yeah, I'm sort of definitely trying to up my makeup game somewhat, as you can kind of see. Yeah, up my style somewhat and just sort of be more confident to do what I want to do, and yeah, be the goth queen I always dreamed of. I know it's not going to be every day because I work and you know, stuff. It's going to end up being, yeah, well, not every day. I don't agree with the whole sort of thing that appears to be on YouTube somewhat of, unless you are extreme goth 24/7, then you're not really goth. No, unlike some of the big names on YouTube, I work. People who have day jobs, whilst I could go in fully gothed every day, I'd have to get up an hour earlier just to do all the makeup and everything, and I would have to get up at 5 every morning. So yeah, it's not really practical for everyone to do the whole thing, and it makes you no less valid as a goth if you don't, you know, if you wear colours or, you know, dress down for stuff. It always used to be the case that, you know, we'd get dressed up for a club night, for a gig, festivals, but, you know, just dressing up to 9 to go to the shops is kind of a bit pointless. Oh, and if you're wondering, the reason I'm dressed up so much today is because it's currently snowing quite heavily out there. was supposed to be going somewhere this evening. Yeah, so I just thought instead of sitting at home being miserable, I would play with makeup and outfits. And yeah, try a few things and see how they work. And that's, you know, that's also fine. You know, good thing, experiment, find your own style. Similarly, if you want to try an event, say a goth festival or something, you know, or gig, then don't feel that you don't have to be fully dressed up. Just wear whatever. To be honest, most goths don't care. If you're there enjoying the music, then yeah, you'll be fine. Yeah, don't feel intimidated by trying stuff, you know, trying out, because no one cares. And I know I'm talking absolute waffling like crazy at the moment. I'm doing one of these sort of whole talk to camera craziness. To be honest, when I've got the confidence to talk in front of the camera, believe me, I'm going to do so. Also coming up this week, I finally have my second appointment at the gender clinic. That's tomorrow. So I will probably be doing another vlog, probably going up next weekend with how that experience went. I'm actually away for most of next week, so it probably won't be done until the weekend, as I have to pack and sort everything out tomorrow. So yeah, I have that to look forward to, so glad to see gender stuff is finally moving. I think I've probably waffled enough for you.